morning.
Hey, I'm so excited about this topic. Lakini watu hawajaingia, so I'm waiting for these friends of ours.
Okay.
You guys have to tell us why you're importing us. Why are you importing? Why you guys are importing women? Yeah?
That's a very interesting topic. You know, me and you, we talk about that once in a
Oh
while.
yeah, a lot.
So, yeah, I don't know. Tutangoja watu ama...
I know. Let's wait. Let's wait a little bit. You guys, muko happy? I thought you guys said come. They said we come. So here we are.
Okay.
Very interesting topic.
I was trying to send you a request because ilikuwa inaniambia nitume request. So, I think maybe you couldn't. I don't know how this thing works actually.
I've not done where I've invited a guest before. Like I've done it myself, not inviting a guest. But this is pretty cool.
Okay. Yeah, but in Dallas.
Hey, Dallas Kupoa, Joto. Well, yeah, today is supposed to be like 80s.
We are freezing in Chicago.
It's freezing. Msitulete wacha sisi tuchomwe.
Hapa tuko kama leo nafikiria tuko kama 38 39 hapo.
Kaeni huko. Sisi as we like it hot, lakini leo itakuwa 80. Tunagonga mpaka sometimes tunagonga mpaka 100. We're like tunapikwa, literally being cooked.
I can't deal with that heat. That's too much for me.
I know. We are used to it. As we're used to it.
Yeah.
And okay, where's everybody? If people don't come, because we gotta go, we just gotta maybe do it and then watakam baadaye, wasikize.
Yeah.
Another 5 minutes?
Right. Yeah, we can do it in 5 minutes.
You know, it's a Friday.
Yeah, but it's a very interesting topic, you know?
It's very interesting. Yeah. Very interesting. I want to hear.
Yeah, watu wazoea kukula nyasi mahali iko. Wasifikiria ati ile iko huko ndio green. Wakule hii hapa.
What are your own? What are your own?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. What are your own?
Hey, Pat.
That's very
Pat. I see Pat. I'm seeing Pat. I'm seeing another John. So we have another John Batty and Pat. Let's wait a little bit more. 2 more minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. People.
By the way, nimeona story ya huyo jamaa. Yeah, the guy. That's well, I don't know what state he is in.
I don't know.
The guy who's sleeping in a car.
Sad.
Yeah.
It's sad though.
It's sad. Although, you know, I always like to hear both sides of the story. Me personally.
And that's the only way you can know the truth of a story, because you have to hear from the wife and from the man, then you know exactly what's up.
Exactly.
Yeah, but.
Yep.
It's sad because it's a process. Your process. The process, I think, is the one that hurts.
I know a lot of, you know, there's a lot of people in this country. Tunaona kwa Facebook, kwa social media, you know, showing their lives are organized, they're doing well, but behind the scenes, they are going through hell.
Exactly, that's true.
And najua wanawake wengi pia huvumilia because they don't want to go through that stigma of actually they are divorced. You know that divorced
single moms. What?
Single mom. Oh. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So wanavumilia, but
I know
behind the walls, oh my goodness, there's so much going on.
That's true. Many people are hiding behind the social media, the pictures that you're seeing, the cute videos that we are posting.
Yes.
That's why I told people,
don't
be when you see somebody's picture at you, you know, makeup. Oyo ni kuoga, you know, you take a shower, you look good, but behind the doors, kuja hapa kwenye nimeketi, this is the real deal.
Shushaona ile meme ile inakuonesha at home how they are, and on social media how they are, you know.
Oh yeah.
Two different
people, two different things.
Yes.
That's what I don't think people know, and I feel bad for more of our kids, because our kids are the ones who are growing up in social media, you know, technology. At this CC, we didn't have technology until like what, maybe 2009, 2010 that tumepata smartphone.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're kind of used to surviving on a different way than our kids. Now our kids, they live on social media. Because TikTok is wilding. Story but TikTok is wilding.
You know, I look at some of the kids back home on TikTok. Kuna wengine, they really need guidance, like for real. You know?
Yeah.
The things they do on TikTok.
Thank you, bitches anatuacha hapa. Yeah. So, our kids will suffer. But They'll just grow. They'll grow into it, I guess,
They
somehow.
will, but it's a very tough world for them.
World. I somehow feel bad for boy child more too.
Yes.
Being a mom of two boys.
Yeah.
Whoo,
Yeah.
Mom.
Yeah.
Yes, dear.
Yeah. Boy child hapa kwa hii country pia. They are going through a lot of see your police, you know, black kids. See your, you know, kama huyu jamaa, maybe I don't know about his case, but wengine wanavumilia in marriages, you know.
Yeah.
You know, the laws here are truly against
the boy child.
The boy child, son.
The boy child is in trouble.
Yeah.
That one, as a mom of two boys.
I know.
I am nakelea maombi. So it seems like people are not really coming. So I guess we can kind of talk about it, discuss about it. Because I know you got to go. I got plans too.
Yeah.
About it, and then we'll share it. Uko nje watakuja wapate tumeanza conversation, eh?
Yeah.
So I guess, hey Lydia, nice joining. Karibuni Faith. Sasa mumeanza. We're about to start. Okay. So let's start with the guy first. I think I want to talk, even though we don't know the side of the story, because that's where our story is taking us. His story, because when you listen to the guy, he's kind of explaining, you know, something has happened between him and the wife, and he's had to leave the house for safety and live in his car. To a point, he's saying, you know, at some point the wife tried to call cops, and she tried to take the car. Now, again, as we talk about this story, we don't know the truth behind the story, so we're kind of discussing part of the video that's going around. So, there's that place that he's saying, you know, the wife wants the car, but at the end is what caught me. You know, he says, I brought her from Kenya. And I think that's where majority of people here, both women and men, but I think it's more common in men. Men are the ones who are traveling, you know, outside states. You know, you go to Kenya or you go to Africa and find yourself a woman. Why do you think that?
American men who are traveling to South America to do the same thing.
To do the same. So in general, men from states are traveling outside, you know, outside America to get a woman. So let's hear from you, John. Why do you think that's the case? Why are you guys doing that?
Well, you know, like, you know, I won't talk. You know, there's a YouTuber I follow, and I can't remember his name, but he's very famous. So he decided to interview American men. You know, they're called the Passport Brothers.
Yeah.
To ask them why do you guys go to South America, Guatemala, Venezuela, to Mexico to look for women? So majority of them say that you know, in America, they feel like wanawake wame lose that touch of real love.
Yeah.
It's more, to them, it's more about money. And they feel like they're being loved because of their money.
Their money.
So they say that they feel like, you know, they want to go back to old-fashioned love where, you know, she likes you for what you are. They go there. Those women don't know, you know, who they are. But the thing is, kwa akili yangu nilikuwa nasema, of course, if you go to South America and you're American, woman won't want you. You know, you're American, you know?
American.
They will still like you because you're American. They will assume you have money.
There you go.
So that you know, that's the main reason they're saying they feel like women here are gold diggers. They are all about money and everything.
Yeah.
And me, I always say, when you are, if you don't have to travel to look, there are still nice women in this country.
Exactly.
And then when you go and import, ileta mwanamke, let's say you've been here 5-10 years.
Yeah.
Thinking level yako na yake
different.
Tofauti.
Different, yeah.
So watu ukimleta utaanza kukuta hizo frictions zimeanza.
Exactly.
Because you're trying to tell her something and she's seeing like, oh, well, kwa ajili umekaa huku sana unambelittle. Na yake jaribu kukwambia kitu, well, umekaa huku America, umechanuka, unaona, saa huyu ananiambia nini? You know? So it never works.
The commotion. It becomes...
Personally, I am against that importing thing.
Actually, I'm with you. Me personally, okay, I've seen some that work and have worked really good.
Yeah.
what is the percentage of those that have what? 1 out of 10 or 2 out of 10? You know, personally, me, I would say don't import. Because one place come America, it's different. It's very different from Kenya. You see, America is very fast. When you think about it, I understand every other place kuna bills, but you see, America is very fast. You don't have time to even relax. Everything is planned. You know, when you have to
go, like the couples meet at the door. One is coming in, one is going out. They never see each other.
There you go. The other thing is, like, now, John, you being a man, you're already used to doing chores in your own house. So to you, that's kitu kawaida. Someone coming from outside, they are used to a different thing of how we grew up. To the grow to kijua, you know, dad is not supposed to be in the kitchen. You know, dad is not supposed to do laundry. We the girls. You understand? But in America, it's about you share. You have to share because
the chores have to be shared.
Because I have to go to work, you have to go to work. So whoever is home does the home stuff. Whoever comes in continues. So mnapitana kwa mlango.
And you know the main reason why is because when you're back home, there's a for house girl.
Exactly.
The washing clothes na kupika nyinyi mnakuja kutoka jioni. But here, who affords a house help? It's so expensive.
I know. It's very expensive, you know.
So wezi wachia ati bibi yako ndio atakuwa kutoka nursing job or whatever kuja kupikia, lazima hata wewe uingie jikoni.
Exactly.
And when you bring somebody from home, you know, because umezoea hiyo kind of lifestyle, sasa yeye atakuwa kiona, like, you know, there's a difference.
There's a big difference. And you know, there's also the culture differences. By the time they come and get used to the place, you know, it's a whole mutakuwa mmevurutana, and you're going to start thinking nilimuleta wanini. You know, and so as a man, you might start asking, Alani, you cook food, you do this in the house, you're not doing it. She doesn't know she's supposed to do it because she's coming from a different place where atufanyi hizo vitu, unaona. And as a man, and I expect kuja home usaidia, but because you brought her from Kenya, you're thinking she's supposed to do everything. Because, you know, mentality, you're here because you've been here for so long, her she's down here, unaona. But I also think people need to ask themselves, ukimleta, she's also going to develop and become wenye tuko hapa. See, learn the ways around America, and then she becomes like she has to go to work many hours. She has to pay bills. She has to drive. Minimum, mpaka some men who there's a story, a story that I know, that a man alileta the wife from Kenya. Hakutaka hata wife ajue hata kudrive, hakutaka wife afanye anything. He wanted to be the one, nitakupeleka, nitakuchukua,
nitakupeleka. He wants to control her.
Because he wanted to control her to a point that he doesn't even want her to have friends. Because anafikiria sisi tutampeleka huku nje tumuonyeshe, you know, how it's done. So in other words, I think men should also be very reasonable if you choose to bring. Huwezi muleta umfungie. You can't bring someone alafu decide utamfungia. Ni umulete knowing haki change, let the change happen. Because now, like, the guy who's here social media telling us all these things, I'm thinking, if he just exits from social media and kind of looks at the whole thing, how they started to where it has gotten, kuna vitu mbili atapata. Either they sit and try to make it work, or he just chooses, fine, nilikuleta, it's the way it is, I'm focusing on myself, naondoka. Because the process is so expensive. Iyo process kutoka Kenya, visa, medical checkups, there's a whole process. So sometimes utapata a man being a man, and a man with a man ego, and I feel the pain of, I've spent so much. And then you come here, he's even saying in the video, I'm paying the bills. So the man is paying all the bills, and I feel, I'm doing all these things for you, and unafanya hivi. But the man should also understand that the woman has to grow into the American society. It's
but also to flip the coin around. Now you have women who are importing men too. You know, it's happening.
I'm shocked.
And I'm shocked because you know, as a woman, sasa ukiimport huyo jamaa kutoka nyumbani, you know, the guy back home amezoea, anakaa hapo, analetewa food, whatever, everything is done for him. So when you import him, alafu kumwambia aingie jikoni,
Kuna
Do you,
wakamoto.
do you mean to tell me it's going to work? It
It's
won't
not
work.
correct. But
It,
I'm shocked that, women are importing
oh, they are.
medication.
Oh, yeah, they are. They are.
Because
I
the
know
problem
somebody
with
who's doing
that,
that. Hmm?
do you think, John, if a woman imports a man, do you think the man is still going to feel like a man? Because men
No.
have that man ego. Your man ego.
First of all, you're importing him to come and stay in your
Yeah.
house.
Ah,
And us guys,
you're not built that way.
we're not built that way. Kama ni nyumba, haya tumenunua pamoja, or it's the woman coming to the guy's house. Ndio.
Yeah.
It normally goes like that. Sasa unamleta, anakuja nyumba yako.
I know.
Alafu, meanwhile, he doesn't have a job.
Yeah.
So, you're going to work. You're expecting to do whatever around the house. Na, unataka kuniambia ni serikali
mwanaume
atakaliwa. Atasikia ati umenitoa Kenya kuja kupika America. No.
Yako.
I know.
It won't work.
It's very hard. It's very alafu saa zingine mimi usema ni kama una import Mercedes. Ikifika hapo unakuta ni tuk-tuk. Unakuta ni tuk-tuk. Yeah, kwa akili yako unafikiria una import somebody who's, but maybe they were pretending when they were back home because they want to come to America. Wacha afike America. Utajua ujui ikitakuramba.
You did that, and that's very true. The other day niko TikTok and there was a lady who was saying that hata sisi wenye tuko majuu. Sometimes majuu can make you think mse mwenye unaona ako na do anakaa poa. And the thing about states, I think ni hiyo kuoga.
Yes.
Unaweza people don't understand.
Gari nzuri hapa to buy what don't even have a lot of money.
You're living in a good house or even a townhouse, but you're living in a good place when you compare to Kenya. But some people in Kenya forget to know that we who are here, these are bills. Kila kitu ni deni, gari ni deni, simu ni deni, hata simu that you guys need to know, even iPhones zingine tuko nazo ni deni. So as you go, so mtu mwenye kwa Kenya anakaa hivi anaona Christina kona kia iPhone 15, driving, Benz, living good. By that I don't have a Benz. Driving nice cars. And so and so people in Kenya start to think, nikikuja kwa Christine, maisha itakuwa fit.
Itakuwa poa.
Forgetting when you also come, you're going to have to live the same lifestyle to where ni deni after deni after deni. So you can't sit down, you have to continue working. But anyway, for us to go back to the topic, to sit down out sana of our time.
Okay.
Personally, I think men you should think twice when you're importing someone. It's not bad. I'm not saying it's bad to bring someone. Sometimes roho ikitaka imetaka. But do your own research, but also telling yourself, I think it's good to tell yourself that, fine, nitamuleta. Ikiwork, sawa. Isipo work, nitamwachilia. Because I also think this thing of boy child getting in trouble is trying to hold on to the wrong thing and trying to justify some time. Nimekuleta from Kenya, I'm paying the bills, I'm doing all these things. Sasa, in the midst of all that, everybody atawaka moto. The lady is also feeling, ninakupenda lakini unafanya vitu vibaya. Ama you're doing this and this and this. Then in the commotion, being a boy child, if you push the person or if you do it the wrong way, cops wakikam, you as a boy, wewe ndio unaunga.
You're the one who's going to go in, for
control. Mara ya pili, I've always told people, when you do those things, make sure you really know what you're doing. Because marriage in states, I don't think marriage in states is the same as marriage in Kenya. You see, hapa sasa property zenyu, kila kitu mko na yenyu ni yenyu, and gava itasimama kati hizo vitu. It's not like Kenya. I think Kenya I know they have those rules, but sit tight.
And unajua nyumbani pia unaweza bribe whatever and
exactly. Hapa you can't run away from the law. You can't run away. And I think that's why I felt for the guy if the story is true. Because Papa Gary, I'm also trying to ask myself, I wish we can know the other side of the story, because I would want
to hear the other side. But Pia, another thing I would like to say, Pia, some men, they're really, we're taught to be quiet.
Yeah.
Now sometimes, because there are some women who take advantage of the laws, wanasukuma mwanaume mwanaume anafika to a stage where ana snap, and then he does some crazy thing.
I know.
Be bigger, and then when the cops come, of course the guy will go in because he and Ali lay his hands. But sometimes if you look at the real story, the guy actually really pushed against the wall. Kuna wanawake ukiingia kwa mlango
ashakuanza
hata hataki kujua nini. There's, you know, like I said before, some women take advantages. The law here that are supposed to protect them.
That's very true.
Lakini sisemi ni wote, I know, but there are some who do that. You know, jaribu kufanya nini, kidole iko 911. You know? So unakuta wanaume saa zingine they just lose it.
That's true.
But me, one thing I always say is that when you come to this country as a man, first of all, wache ukenya wako JKA huko. The minute you unapanda hiyo ndege, wache hiyo ukenya wako. You don't lay a hand on anyway in life.
Don't do it.
You're not supposed to do that, even if at a time Kenya. But more in this country, never do that.
You're done.
But some people na matempa zao na maulevi zao pia ulevi, you know, they do crazy stuff. So, you know, kwa hivyo basically don't import. Just deal with the ones who are here.
I know, deal with the ones. I think here we have both good men and good women. I think it's hard to tell nowadays because everybody's busy, so it's even hard to know where to meet them. But you can meet a good woman here and a good man here, not necessarily even a Kenyan, but just any good women. I think Tuko, but then Tuko wenye mnawacha Tuko.
Lakini unakuta wale wengi wale wana import walienda, they either went a nasty maybe divorce here. Alafu amefikiria, you know, all women are like that.
Exactly.
And then
that's why
all the much collect fresh goods from back, you know.
You can't.
We
let's all say we're kind of all the same, kind of similar. Men are kind of similar in their own way. Women are similar in their own way. It's just who's good and who's bad. Come on, when mtumpoa. You know, like you say, you normally say that when we have a conversation. You know, when if you're good, you're good. If you're bad, you're really bad. So, hata nikikuwa mzuri sahi, if I'm a bad person, eventually it will come out. You know, if you're a bad person, John, eventually it will come out. So the best is, and I think if you choose that way, or if you choose to date, I think Pia also date with mentality. If it works, well and good. If it doesn't work, walk out. Because I think the walking out part is the one that's so difficult that also inafanya sasa ina lead to sasa domestic violence. Alafu kidogo, you've become homeless. You know? It's I pay bills, I do all those things, because I hear men say that a lot. In fact, even the guy saying that, I've also heard men say, oh, mimi ndio namulipia kila kitu kwa nyumba, mimi ndio na provide kila kitu kwa nyumba. But truth be told, but you men are providers. But you guys are providers, we are helpers. So,
but unakuta most guys who pay all the bills, they kind of take advantage of the women too, Pia. Because they anajua hakuna mahali ataweza enda.
Exactly.
You know?
And that's the thing. And I think that's why some men who are manipulators, or even the violent guys, that's what they do. You know, they think sasa kulipia bills, nimekuchukulia gari mzuri. Yani nimekuweka maisha. You know, I don't know why men think hiyo ndio maisha just because you're paying our bills and doing everything. See, even as we are
well, but there are some women who love that. They'll stay at home. And she'll say, me, as long as my man is taking care of me, I have no complaints. Until it reaches a stage where utakuta being kept is not everything.
Oh yeah, that's true. I think this topic is so wide. Each topic for 1 hour, 2 hours.
But one thing I also wanted to add. Kama kuna watoto. Unajua watoto ndio umia sana.
My big kids hard.
And the thing you said about walking away, if there are kids involved, just walk. Walk. Chukua watoto, just go.
Just go. Don't
involve the kids between the fight yenyu. You know? just go and take the kids and alafu mtadili na whatever.
But then you've said a point, because that's also another thing. Sasa watu wanakwanga hapo katikati, I want the kids, you want the kids, I want the kids.
Yeah.
And that mnafikiria inaumiza your other person, but the kids ndio wanaumia. You know, that I think the best thing, as we are saying, just walk away. Mambo ikitulia. And you know the good thing about kids are so innocent that they learn by just seeing. Hata hawaongei, wanakuobserve too, but the kids don't.
They are sponges. They just soak it in.
They are looking. But you know, as they get older, they get to know who was who.
Yes.
Which parent did what. Hata musipowaambia, they'll still know just by be tender. So as people even walk away, achana na watoto. Kids can always come back later. And the good thing with states will always balance the kids unless you are abusive.
That's true.
No, the state will always balance unless parents are being abusive. Secondly, honestly, I don't even see kwa nini na tutaongea story another time. We'll make these things topics because now unaona inaenda kiza. But we'll need
I have 10 more minutes. We can.
Yeah, we need to talk about the kiddos. So what I to malizie, you say your last words, I say my last words, and then we come again and talk about this topic.
Well, we were on this topic of importing spouses from back home or for whatever, South America, whatever your choice is. Me personally is don't do that, especially if you've been in the US for 5 or more years. Don't think about importing. That person you're importing, and your level of thinking is so different. You'll import her here or you'll import him here. Friction starts because hamuelewani.
Yeah.
Kula ile nyasi kwa hapa. Kama Toyota, endesha Toyota hapa. Wacha kuenda kuleta Mercedes. Utakuta tuk-tuk.
I like that. What can you tell our guy? We don't know him. I don't know his name. I don't know which state he is in. But what would you tell that story is true?
You know, I don't want to comment on that story because I don't know until I hear from the other side. I don't like commenting on issues that I don't know what's about.
Yeah, makes sense.
But my advice to guys is this. In America, kama ni kuingia jikoni, me pick up. You know, I'm a single dad. I'm raising a teenage daughter.
Yeah, very nice.
When I was married, I used to do the house. I used to do laundry. I used to cook.
Yeah.
You know, if she's working, I'll cook. So my fellow guys, kama uko America, just do what you have to do. You know.
Yeah.
You know, the best chefs in the world, sini wanaume, they are men.
And yeah, that's true though. Yeah. But men can cook.
But why wanaume usikia vibaya kwenda jikoni? Just go and cook, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Your manhood, it doesn't take any career from your manhood. You're still a man.
I like the ones who cook.
Oh, there you go. So my advice to my fellow guys, you know?
Okay. Yeah. Thanks so much, John. Me, I'll say, don't import. Also, me, I'm against that importing part. Water your own grass.
Thank you. I wanted to hear your views too.
Grow yours. Don't admire somebody else's, and don't admire far where you are not sure. Alafu ukiona red flag, me, I always tell people, hata kama ni wako import, because just because we say don't import, it doesn't mean you won't. But take your time and really know the person. Yeah. Although you never know a person until you're in one room. Exactly. But take your time to know a person. And if you choose to import, let it be, you're not importing with expectations of some kind. Just import because unapenda huyo mtu, and tell yourself, if it works, perfect. If it doesn't, walking away is the hardest thing to do, but the most safe thing to do in the world.
You know,
walk away.
Sorry to cut you. You know, there's a friend of mine, Judy. She said something. Saa zingine ukienda nyumbani, of course, everybody wants to come to America.
Yeah.
So ukienda kuimport, huyo mtu hujui their intentions. But the thing is, they just want to come to America.
Exactly.
Kwa hivyo una-import, ukifikiria una-import wife material, lakini kumbe anataka akifika hapa, ndio huyo. Or guys, the same thing, you know, guys come here and here. Yeah.
And that always happens. Yeah. So for me, I'll tell that guy, if the story is true, we don't know if the story is true. We've not heard from the wife's side, so it's hard to tell exactly what's happening. But I'll tell you, for now, just focus on yourself.
Yeah.
Don't make so much of me. I am the kind of person who tells people, don't air your personal business out yet. When it's
Exactly.
it's not settled down yet, it's just happening. Because sasa umekuja huku nje ukatuambia, and maybe katikati you start to tell us how bad your wife is or how bad your man is. And then down the lane, you guys kind of talk it out and make up and muendelee kwa
do that if you've been all over the...
Yeah, it becomes, next time you're going to cry for help, people are not going to be sure on how to help you. So I always tell people first, tulia kwanza. Tulia, it's painful. Any heartbreak is painful. Unatulia kidogo, focus on yourself kidogo, focus on your family, angalia kama itawaka, tembea, and healing will come with it. But don't air the other woman sana or your partner sana when you really haven't sorted your stuff.
If he feels like his safety is in jeopardy, so is you share among your friends.
Yeah.
Make sure they know your situation. But don't go live on camera and cast it off.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, now time yetu imeenda sana.
Yes, imeenda.
I know. So thank you so much for joining. You guys, kama mkapo watch, please follow John. John is a good artist, by the way. Sinapenda kuchora. I can see a picture behind you. One of these days, look, guys, he does a good job. That's for me. Yani mkono. You do a good job.
Yeah.
Follow John when how of an artist he is. And thanks, John, again for coming. See you kwena siku poa.
Thank you so much for inviting me. This was nice.
This was nice. I've never done it before. We need to do more of this. This is awesome.
Yes.
Sawa, thank you so much.
Okay. Thanks.
Right. Thanks, guys, for watching. Ogopa, Roy, I see you guys. Asanteni sana for watching us there. We're gonna end our life now. You guys are amazing. Ogopa, asante sana. I see you out there. Mira, you're coming when we're done. But guys, mumekuja wakati tumemaliza. It's been a good topic. Make sure you listen. Make sure you share with your friends. Tutarudi tena. It's on a Friday, so we got things to do. Some of us are running to work. So share the videos. Tutapatana tena. And again, asanteni sana guys for watching us. You guys have a good night. Wenye mko Kenya, wenye mko hapa, good morning. Mkuwe na siku njema. You guys be blessed.